Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lofer.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia On Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, we had Ashley Hugo in studio. Ashley came by to tell us about skin cancer and Skin Cancer Awareness Month. I don't know about you, but I've been checking over my body ever since she came in, looking at moles and stuff. Did that change color?
Yeah.
Is that darker than yesterday? It's kind of freaking me out.
I know. It can get a little scary.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm checking the UV rays, when I go outside.
Me too, I did. I looked at that for the first time ever. I've never looked at that stuff.
And when I was sitting in my car the other day, that sun, man.
Cooking your arm, huh?
Yeah. But that was last week. And this is this week.
That's right. On today's show, we have Diana Donahoo in studio. Diana came by to tell us all about the Centralia Regional Library and their upcoming book sale.
All right, Diana, thank you so much for being here. Let's start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and how you decided to become the librarian and the director.
I fell into libraryship late in life. Never thought about working at a library, even though I love to read books. But I was village clerk in Hoffman, and the Centralia district was opening the Hoffman branch. It was the early 2000s. So I applied for the job, and I got it. And I liked it. I moved to the main library a year later and just kept working my way up. And so for the past almost 3 years, I've been director now.
That's awesome.
So you love to read, of course.
I do.
I hope.
I know, yeah.
Now, that's not a prerequisite for working at a library.
But it makes it go a lot smoother.
Yeah. Helps the conversations along.
There you go. So do you have a favorite book or series of all time?
No, it's whatever I'm reading at the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just read a book and looked and found out it was a series, but it started in 2002, so I got 4 more books.
Hey, there
One
you go.
just came out this year.
That is the binge watching of the library.
Yes, it is.
So what do you like to read?
Mainly fiction, not any of the heavy, violent stuff. I just want entertained. I want to be able to just let my mind go into stuff I understand. And but just about anything I'll try, because I'm not one of those that thinks they have to finish a book if they start it. I'm perfectly comfortable putting it down.
Do you ever read the last chapter first?
No.
No.
I have to say I've never done that.
Some people do.
I know.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do that either.
Yeah.
So tell us about the event being held at the library in a week or two, right?
Yes. On the 19th, Saturday, the Friends of the Library will be having their spring book sale. They have 2 a year. And we just fill up the activity room tables with books that have been donated, mainly between the 2 sales. We have children's books, fiction books, nonfiction, DVDs, just about anything you can think of. And the whole room will be full. We'll even end up with boxes on chairs around the wall.
Yeah.
So it's 10 to 4. On this Saturday, and the library will be open at 10 that day, we've decided. So our flyers and advertisements say they'll have to come around to a certain door and get in, but we'll be open, so make it easier for people to come.
Yeah. Now it's kind of a bag of books, all you can eat kind of thing, right?
We've been doing this the Friends have for a couple of years now, and we just tell people to bring whatever bags they want, whatever size they want. They fill the bag, and we charge them $5. So it helps us to clear out our space a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
It helps the Friends make money that goes back into the library, into programs, and that kind of a thing. And then sometimes they bring small bags, shopping bags, suitcases, super large totes. Sometimes we have to help them out with the book cart.
Oh, boy.
Okay. People get their money's worth, but they all love it. So
good. I wish more stores were like that, huh?
Yeah.
I walk into the Apple store. $5 day.
Okay, so we've heard about them closing some of the libraries around the area. Tell us what libraries and what are they going to do with all of those books?
Well, the libraries that we're closing are what we call our branch libraries. They're located in Hoffman, Irvington, Odin, and Sandoval. And it's an economic reason. We've been cutting our budget for several years now with expenses going up, income going down.
Mm-hmm.
And this year it just came to this point.
Yeah.
People out there will still have library services. They're part of our district. So the only thing that'll change is where they go and receive that service. But the books, we're not quite sure where they're all going to go.
Still working on that, huh?
Well, we've sent a letter to the schools in our district, and I think that's like 13 schools. And starting Monday, the 14th, the teachers and the school librarians have been invited in to take whatever they want off the shelf.
Oh, okay.
Because we've already had the collections deleted out of the system. It won't cost them anything, but they can add to their classroom libraries and to their school libraries.
That's nice.
If they want.
Yep.
And then at some point, probably after Memorial Day, we'll just let the public come in also in all those areas and take what they want.
Okay.
We're not having a rummage sale. We're not selling books. But they can still bring the bags in if they want to.
Yeah.
Get as many as they want. And we're hoping that will clear out a better part of all the libraries. So,
what are some other events or activities you guys do at the library? Like, do you guys have a local book club? Rachel saw something on Facebook about local writers coming in, book specials, stuff like that.
We don't have a book club. We've thought about it for years, but we just don't know how to get one started. So if anybody is interested in being a part of a book club, they just have to contact us, and we'll work with them. We'll sponsor it, and we'll get it going, because that's something we'd really like to have.
Yeah.
The author fair we just had on Saturday, the first Saturday in May, and we had 6 authors were able to come, and people just came in and talked to them. Some of them bought their books. There were refreshments and door prizes, and authors and people attending all liked it. So right now we're planning on doing annually the first Saturday in May every year, and try and get more authors every year.
And you said that these are all local people?
Yeah, we consider, the state library considers local any author that has a connection to Illinois from birth on. So, but these all are like from Patoka, we had Carlisle, Salem, all of that. But we do have a little bit wider of an area, and we're always looking for names for more authors.
Sure.
Have you read all of their books, all who were there?
No.
I saw Ruth Ann Friend was there. I've met her, and she gave me the book that she had there that day.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Ruth Ann came, several years ago to a friend's meeting and talk. So she's been writing for a while. And I think she said she will have a new book out before our fair next year.
Oh, really?
So that'll be something to look forward to.
Definitely. Okay, so I was checking out your website. Tell us about this 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program.
This is a national program that we've become a part of, and we registered officially with them. It's for children from birth until they go into kindergarten. And so it's having books read to them, or them reading the books, or a sibling reading the book. It doesn't matter. But they register with us. We give them a hardbound journal where they write down every book that they read. And then they come in when they do 100 books, and when 200 books, 300 books. And we give them a sticker or a book. There's some kind of a special thing. And at the end, there'll be a special thing. We'll have a deal on our wall where we'll put the people that complete it. We got the money for the programs we're doing now with that, with a Matthews Foundation grant with the help of Max Funeral Home. So they worked with us on that, and so we have money to actually do programs for the kids and their families, and so.
Good. Speaking of 1,000 books, do you have any idea how many books are in the library right now?
Well, no. What I do know is that when I did the annual report we have every year, at the end of our year, the state library, we have to send in all of our statistics. Mm-hmm. And at that time, we had about 75,000 print materials and DVDs and audiobooks combined.
Okay. And that's probably going to go up a little bit here this summer
Yeah, it could, but we lose books along the way too because
Sure.
of damage or just age.
Right.
Some
Right.
books just fall apart.
Yeah.
So it goes back and forth.
Okay.
So, what are some things that people might not know about the local library? Like information they can find out that people wouldn't think, oh, I can get that at the library.
Well, we check out DVDs on library cards, and you'd think everybody would know that by now, but if they don't use the library, they don't know that.
Right.
And they can come in and get 4 at a time, check them out for a week, and it doesn't cost anything because they have a library card.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that people are always surprised to hear that. We have movies, we have TV series, you can go with the binge watching if you want
Yeah.
to, if you can't, if you don't have Netflix. So, and then we have microfilm of the Centralia Sentinel, which the Sentinel still provides to us. And we've got it dating back to 1867, I believe. We have the microfilm reader in the computer lab so people can come in and look for themselves. They can print the information off. They can email it to themselves or save it on a jump drive. And that's all free unless they print, and there's a small fee for printing. That's popular. And our staff actually do searches through the microfilm for people across the country that might write to us or email us. And they're doing their genealogy and they want obituary information.
Yeah.
And so we do a lot of that.
That's neat. So tell us about a library card. Like, how much does it cost and things like that?
If you live in our library district, you pay property tax to the library district. Of course, you always hear people say, well, if they rent, they don't. But they do. Their landlords do. So it's free. That card doesn't cost. Now, if you lose the first card, I think we charge $2 for a replacement. They just come in. They need to bring some ID, a picture ID, proof of where they're living at, and we give them a library card. So it's easy to get one. We tell people if your driver's license has your correct address, you're good to go. If it doesn't and you don't have a utility bill or a receipt, mail something to yourself, just an empty envelope.
Yeah.
Because if the post office delivers it, we're going to take their word for it.
Right.
So in a world of people wanting more for less and gimme, and free, the library is where it's at, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Free
That sounds-
card, free books, free DVDs.
Yeah. I think printing and faxing is two of the things that we do charge,
Sure.
a nominal fee for. But other than that, our programs, our board's always said that our services should be free to the public.
Yeah.
And so we work really hard to keep it that way.
Cool. If someone comes in looking for a specific book and the library doesn't happen to have it, do you have any way to help them get it?
Our consortium share, I think, has maybe, 500 plus libraries in it by now. When we formed, we were one of the largest in the country. And I looked today, and their information says that in that online catalog, there are over 10 million items.
Wow.
So normally we can find the item and put a hold on it. The patron can do it. We'll do it. Get it to our library, and they come and check it out. If it's not in the online catalog, then our staff will go online and look through all the libraries, like in Illinois, and request and see if one will loan it to us.
Okay.
So very seldom is there something we can't find somewhere.
Have you seen any big differences in the libraries since tablets and Nooks took over? Any change in your job?
Not so much change. We're always adding additional things. Like right now, we are part of the consortium with the ebooks also, so we don't have to buy all of our own because they are expensive. We have maybe 45,000 ebooks that our patrons have access to, and we are in with all the other libraries, so it's at a affordable amount for us. And so they can check out audiobooks and they can check out ebooks, e-audiobooks, so either way.
That's awesome. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, yeah?
So if our listeners are looking for more information about the Centralia Regional Library, where can they go to find out more? Location, website, your hours?
We're located at 515 East Broadway here in Centralia, and that's on the same block with the city's band shell, so I think that's how most people would find us. And our hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 to 7, Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday, noon to 5, and Sunday, 1:30 to 5. But sometime this summer, we will be increasing those hours, and we'll be opening earlier and closing later so that we can give the public more of a chance to come in. And then you can also go to our website, which is centralialibrary.org, O-R-G, and call us. And you can get that information off of the library website also.
Yeah, it's a nice website.
Thank you.
All right, you're listening to Centralia On Air with Shane and Rachel. We have Diana Donahoo in studio today. When we come back, we're going to have some fun and quiz Diana about something somewhat related to her profession. Stick around, we'll be right back. Shane and Rachel here. This is Centralia On Air. We have Diana Donahoo from Centralia Regional Library in studio today. So, Diana, we know you know a lot about books, but how much do you know about where your books come from? Books are made of paper, and paper comes from trees. So we thought we'd quiz you on a little tree trivia. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Question 1, true or false? Trees never die of old age.
False.
You know, this is kind of a trick question. I'm going to go with true. Hear me out. The phrase died of old age is sort of misleading, but we use it all the time, right? No one really ever dies of old age. As we grow older, humans and animal cells stop dividing and multiplying like they're supposed to, but trees are more or less biologically immortal. With the right conditions, they could grow forever. But what usually happens is, the longer a tree's around, the more it's exposed to things that can kill it, like storms or diseases or bugs. So, there you go.
Okay, I want to be on your trivia team whenever if I do trivia.
Oh, trust
Right?
me. As long as I can have Google going, we'll be good.
I don't think they let you do that. All right, and speaking of old trees, that brings us to question number 2. How old is the oldest tree in the world? Is it 500 years old, 5,000, or 50,000 years old?
Let's go with 50,000. Just for the fun of it.
It's 5,000.
We'll see.
I would have thought so, too, honestly.
I would have, too. The unnamed Great Basin Bristol Cone Pine in the White Mountains of California is 5,067 years old. While they're not as majestic or gigantic as the famous redwoods, Bristol Cone Pines actually claim the top 3 spots for the oldest known trees in the world.
And now you know.
Now you know.
Okay, number 3. What are moon trees? Are they trees that only grow at night, trees with crescent-shaped leaves, or trees grown from seeds that NASA took to the moon?
I have no idea.
I don't even know.
I didn't
Where
know.
are these questions?
I didn't know. Hey, this
Take Google away from
is
me.
I
free
know.
trivia.
I think I need to take over the trivia part.
Okay, best guess.
Oh, let's go with, well, they're not seeds from the moon. Oh, moon-shaped leaves. I don't know. Let's go with that one.
Oh, I think you talked yourself out of it.
Oh.
Not seeds from the moon.
Oh, I read it. Oh, okay.
Seeds that they went.
Oh,
they
I
took.
heard it
Yeah,
wrong.
okay.
See, you confused me with all that.
That's my bad. Okay, so yeah, they're actually trees grown from seeds that went to the moon. Taken to the moon during the Apollo 14 mission in 1971, NASA wanted to see if being in space caused the seeds to grow differently. Spoiler alert, it did not. They grew just fine. They're actually planted all over the country right now.
And for the record, librarians don't necessarily know everything, but we do know how to research and find stuff
That's
too.
right. They have access to everything.
Yeah, Google, you know.
All right, question number 4. True or false?
Well, I got a 50% chance on this one.
The knock on wood tradition comes from pirates who would knock on their wooden peg leg as a joke about being unlucky.
Oh, I'm going to say false.
Yes.
Oh, I got one right. Yay.
All right. Apparently, primitive pagans used to tap or knock on trees to summon the protective spirits known to reside inside of them. I do that all the time, except I'm like this.
I do too. My head. It's like, okay.
I knock on my head. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, last one. Question 5. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Well, who would know? There's no one there to hear it.
Right. Well, the answer is yes, of course. What a stupid question. This is a famous philosophical thought experiment about observation and perception. Basically, does the unobserved world act the same way as an observed one?
Well, I hope so, because that's kind of scary to think it acts differently when people aren't there.
Right. This is one of those ones you think too hard, you'll go cross-eyed or something.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for being here today and playing along with us. We hope to have you back again sometime.
Thank you for having me.
Stick around. We'll be right back. You're listening to Centralia On Air.
Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia On Air. Rachel, how you doing?
Good. Weather's nice. Actually, today is Mother's Day, as we all know. So happy Mother's Day out there.
Yep.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom. And today is my mom's birthday.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Double holiday? Happy birthday, Mother's Day, birth
Yeah.
day?
She was born on Mother's Day.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's destiny.
Yep.
She had to be a mom.
Yeah. A mom of 3. So happy birthday and happy Mother's Day out there to my mom.
Ooh, 2 cakes, man. Well, you're not a mother, so I'm not going to tell you Happy Mother's Day, Rachel.
Good.
But we do want to wish all the moms out there a very happy Mother's Day. Mom, without you, I can honestly say I wouldn't be here today.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, I actually wrote a song about Mother's Day. You want to hear it?
No.
Oh.
Just kidding. Play it for us.
Oh, okay.
To all the moms on Mother's Day, one's close to home or far away, all I really want to say is have a happy Mother's Day. Where would I be without your love? How could I ever repay? All I really want to know, oh, is that you're happy every day? And I don't know if this is true, but I'll say it just because of all the mothers in the world. You're the best there ever was. So once again I'll tell the world, yeah, I'll set the record straight. No, I love you always. Have a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, Shane, that's good.
Thank you.
That's probably the best song I've ever heard about Mother's Day.
Oh, well, yeah, you almost got me there. Yeah, so actually, there is a very interesting story behind that song. I originally...
Whoa. Stop right there. I know where this is going. We don't have time for that. You know why?
Yes, because it's probably time
for the top 5.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's not just all about moms today. We also wanted to talk about another very important group of people that we all owe a lot to. I'm talking about professors. I'm talking about educators, mentors, instructors. I'm talking about administrators, discipliners, dream makers, emancipators, proclamators. I'm talking about...
Shane.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm talking about teachers.
That's right. This past week was Teacher Appreciation Week.
And it's usually customary, but in no way required, to give a little gift or token of appreciation to your teacher. Just a little something to say thank you. But you got to think about this. Teachers get gifts all the time, every Christmas, every school year, year after year, after year, after year, after year.
So, as long...
Sorry, I was leaning on the repeat button there.
So, as you can imagine, teachers end up with quite the desk full of presents. So we thought it'd be fun to talk about some of the do's and don'ts of teachers' gift giving. This is our top 5 best
and worst
gifts to give your teacher.
All right, first off, number one worst gift to give, mugs. Mugs.
Chances are your teacher has so many of these things that they don't know what to do with anymore.
We're talking like they can literally end up with hundreds of these things. All the coffee in the world couldn't fill these coffee mugs up.
They might need a lot of coffee.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, how about instead of 25 coffee mugs, you try our first pick for best teacher gift, a gift from the whole class.
Yeah, like one giant coffee mug, right?
No.
Yeah.
Like everyone pitches in a couple bucks and get your teacher something she really wants. School supplies. Markers.
Yeah.
Pens. Pencils.
Yep.
Paper. Notebook.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. They eat that stuff up. School supplies are like catnip for teachers. Trust me.
Okay, our number 2 pick for worst teacher gift is homemade food. Guys, just don't. We know you mean well, and the teacher knows how much hard work might have gone into that, but...
Let's just say teachers don't always trust their students' culinary schools or hygiene. You know, instead of homemade, it's best just to go with our number 2 pick for best gift, store-bought treats. Think chocolates, cookies, popcorn mixes, a bottle of wine, perhaps.
You can't say that.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I bet it's happened, though.
I bet they want that. All right. Worst gift for teacher number 3, apple stuff. Anything shaped like an apple or has an apple on it.
Yeah, those are probably about as bad as the mugs, right? Oh, I just thought. A coffee mug with an apple on it. Woo! Double whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay away from Apple stuff. Unless it's like a new MacBook or an iPad, in which case I want to work there.
Yeah, me too. So instead of Apple stuff, try our number 3 best pick. Make something yourself. I think most teachers really love handmade presents.
Yeah, a lot of teachers say the most memorable gifts were just little homemade craft things from their students.
And I'm sure there's something on my favorite website, Pinterest. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you I basically came up with the idea for Pinterest?
You did?
I basically invented it before the internet.
Cool. How's that?
We don't have time for that right now. Our number 4 pick for worst teacher gift is a bit more intimate, as in too intimate. Things like lotions, perfumes, bubble bath stuff, that's all just a little too personal. Plus, a scent you like might make your teacher gag. So best just to stay away from the whole thing.
We read that some 4th grade teacher actually received a 90 from one of her students. Awkward.
Ooh, yeah, boy.
That is weird.
Extra credit. So, how do you give a teacher a gift that is personal without getting all weird about it? How about our number 4 pick for best gift, a handwritten note or letter?
Yeah, a little thank you note or something. Those are going to be the things that they keep and hang on to forever. All right, last one. Our number 5 worst gift to give your teacher, cash. This just puts the teacher in the awkward spot. They might feel like you're trying to bribe them, but they don't want to be rude, but they might feel worried about what the school board would say.
Yeah, instead of cash, try our number 5 pick for best teacher gift. Give a gift card. These are much more preferable.
You can almost never go wrong with a gift card, either to like a teacher store or the coffee shop, whatever you think they might enjoy.
And that was our top 5 best
and worst
gifts to give a teacher. You're listening to Centralia On Air with Shane and Rachel. Coming up next, we've got the community calendar.
You're listening to Centralia On Air with Shane and Rachel. Here's a look at your community calendar. First annual Warrior Nation Cancer Foundation Golf Scramble on Saturday, May 19th at Colonial Golf Course. Shotguns start at 10 a.m., $65 per person or $240 per team. Food, drinks, and door prizes included. All proceeds raised by WNCF will help cancer patients with living expenses. For more information and to sign up, call the golf course at 247-3307.
St. Mary's Hospital is hosting a special AA meeting with guest speaker Kathy Oden on Saturday, May 19th at 7 p.m. For more information, you can call 532-3822.
Spring book sale at the Centralia Regional Library will be held in the Monken Activity Room on Saturday, May 19th from 10 to 4. Take home a bag of books for only $5.
SAFE will be hosting their 21st annual golf scramble at Colonial Golf Course in Sandoval on Monday, June 4th. The 4-lady 18-hole scramble will tee off at 9 a.m., $55 per person with lunch provided. For more information, contact Heather at Colonial Golf Course at 247-3307.
Market days in Mount Vernon at Veterans Park on the first Saturday of each month, starting in May through September from 8 to 2.
And for your local blood drives this week, Sunday, May 20th, St. Teresa Catholic Church in Salem from 8 to noon, and Monday, May 21st, Heritage Woods in Benton from 3 to 7.
And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 and the Big 1210. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can email wiley1210@gmail.com. Or for more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. If you like what you hear, come back every Sunday at 11 on X95 and the Big 1210. You can find past shows on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook at X95WRXX. She's Rachel Roddy.
He's Shane Lother.
And this was Centralia On Air.